Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Giga Geeks podcast. I am your host, the Giga Gamer Dad, and with me today, I have DC the Trash Panda. How are you tonight, Panda?
I'm okay.
You were saying before we started, it's been quite a week. How has your week been?
So, Sunday, went to the grocery store after church, and as much of a potty mouth that I do have, I try to keep it, clean on Sundays, praise the
Yeah.
Lord. That is not what happened when I left the grocery store.
Oh boy.
Walk around the corner to the passenger side, there's a huge freaking dent on the car.
Oh, you got hit.
By a shopping cart because I took my cart afterwards and I like angled it right and I'm like, but I looked at it, I was like, fucking son of a bitch. And
So
the
was it
child,
you?
no, I came back and it was there because I mean, it was noticeable right away when I came around the
Mm-hmm.
corner. So I came around the corner to get my little grocery bags out of my passenger side door. So it wasn't there when we got there.
Oh
Oh my
boy.
gosh, I was so mad. And then there's the kid. She's like, Mom, it's Sunday. You can't swear on the Lord's Day. I'm like, I took a step
The
back and I
fuck
was
I
like,
can't.
she goes, I'll just get in the car. I'm like, that's a good
That's
idea.
probably for the best. Yeah.
It was very much for the best. So I'm like, okay, because my work is attached to the grocery store parking, like the grocery
Yeah, you're
store.
you're in like that shopette type of thing, the
Yeah.
outlet mall, right?
No, so it's like a Kroger's, Fred Meyer, but
Mm.
on the outside, there's like our salon.
Oh, gotcha.
So I have to park in that parking lot, obviously. So today I parked out in the boonies, like corner spot, and I took up two spots. I have a note on my freaking windshield under my little wiper.
Hmm.
Mike, I hit your car on accident. There's just a little scratch. Maybe you shouldn't park like a retard. And I'm like, I'm out in the middle of nowhere in the parking lot, and you still
Hit my car.
like, oh my God.
They're just looking for your car. They're like,
I'm like,
that's the one I'm hitting.
the thing that pisses me off the most is my first car payment isn't even due until the 20th. So I haven't even made my first car payment. So I'm just like, ah, like the universe is against me. So I got home and my daughter came in before I did and she's like, Mom's really mad. And so when I walk in, both my parents look at me. I'm like, fucking hate it here. I'm like throwing a fit. I'm like, I can't have anything nice.
Well, I mean, a lot better than me today.
Mm.
I I had an outburst at the library.
Oh no.
Well, here's the thing. This is completely my fault because my yeah, I get Henry down. Henry sleeps. He takes a nap on me, and I play video games. Like it's nothing new.
Yeah.
Well, today I had just gotten him down. He was down for like 30, 45 minutes, and I usually try to like let him sleep an hour. And my wife texts me. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take Mary to the library and meet so and so there." I'm like, "All right, cool, cool, cool." And then
Keep going.
Mary comes down and she's like, Daddy, can you and Henry go with me?" I'm like, uh okay. Like, no, I didn't really want to go. Like that's the problem there. Like, I was expecting to sit there with Henry sleeping and playing video games. I've been playing Armored Core, so I've been trying to like dig into that. After, the recommendation from Warbreaker last week.
Yes.
And
Side note,
so,
all this box for that.
oh yeah, it sucks. So
Well, Grail, we are all on the same level of
Yeah.
hackery
Yeah.
today.
I so so I get in the car. I'm not really feeling it. I don't want to be there. I'm trying to act my best.
Pulling like a Bob from like, okay, I'll go, but I'm gonna complain about it.
Oh yeah. We get to the library and the kids are playing in the playroom or whatever, the library, and my wife's trying to get me to like interact. And this is after like Mary's pushed her brother off of a rocking horse, taken toys from another kid. Like I really don't want to be there. And then when Mary's coloring and sitting at the table, she's asking Jordan to help. Well, my wife is like, I'm holding Henry. Like, how about you ask your dad? And I'm sitting in the corner like, no, I'd rather not. And she's like, she just gives me that look. I'm like, listen, I didn't even want to be here. Like, this is not my idea of fun for the day. And just getting, I've been angry. I've been sitting angry this whole time.
No.
So it just didn't work out because I snapped and I shouldn't have, and I embarrassed her in front of her friend and the whole library staff. I mean, long story short, we left after that, but I felt so bad, and it's just I don't I didn't want to leave the house. Like these 2 days off a week I get, like I don't want to leave. I already have to drive an hour sometimes into the
Yeah.
city for work and an hour and a half home sometimes. Like
It's like when you
it's not my idea of fun.
my thing is like I now understand what my parents were saying about like I need 3 to 4 business
Mhm.
days to know what's going because like now like one of my friends will text me spontaneously like let's go out for girls night and I'm like nope,
That
I at least need 24 hours to like
that was the other issue because like Mary came down just like, oh, I was already expecting to stay home. Like I was set. But she came down and I'm not gonna like disappoint my little girl. But still, it
and you're
was
still just like
I absolutely hate last minute plans to a fault. I will
it's
go out of my way to be angry. Like I
screeches
just
in
don't.
autism.
Oh, you have no idea. And like
Oh,
my wife finally we talked about it and we set up to where like every Tuesday, we already know we have the day off on Tuesdays together. And she wants us to go start doing stuff together. I'm like, okay, see, I can plan for that because now I have a week to think about it.
yes.
You know, it's when
It's like
it's
when it's last second, like for me, it's when my friend texts me when I'm at work. And I'm like, oh, girl, like
mm, that was
I
that was
feel
that was a,
like my energy level like balances if I know like 3 days ahead of time that like we're going out Friday or Saturday night.
yeah, yeah. Like
Like I could have like a
I
stupid busy day at work, but still have enough energy to go out for really crappy bar food.
because you plan for it.
It's like my brain's like, we have this much energy for that activity
I've I've
reserved.
I've gotten ready to come home from work and I've gotten text from my wife. Oh, we're going out to dinner with so and so. I'm like, I really don't like. I don't want to. Like, you had all day to tell me this and like plan it out. And so like when she gets invited to her mother's for like a bonfire or a thing, and then she's like, "Oh, I feel bad," but she has stopped like asking me. She's like, "Hey, I'm taking the kids to my parents' house tonight for like for a bonfire or
Yeah,
whatever."
for
Like,
whatever.
you don't have to go. Great. I'm
Fantastic.
going home.
It's like at least the option is there, but it's like
I feel better when there's an option. I can somehow cope with the option more. It's when I don't have a choice that I have issues.
yeah. Yeah,
So
Grail made a comment about his kitty cat. His poor kidder has been all the wobblies, not eating and drinking, but yeah, the stress from the poor titter.
Oh, that sucks. Have you tried
Stressed
giving it
with
bacon? I've never seen a cat that
don't
doesn't eat bacon.
give the cat bacon.
Listen,
Although,
when you're trying to get
oh,
something to eat,
yeah.
my dog used to like make her like she wouldn't eat, and then she would throw up because she hasn't eaten, and then I'd get mad because she's thrown up bile. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I gave you dinner, I gave you breakfast. Feline COVID,
Yeah.
that sucks. That sucks. But
Yeah.
we gave her a
FIP
like.
is it's like pretty much an immune disorder that develops over time, which isn't, I mean, I guess we'll
I
have
would
to
have.
see what happens when he goes back to the vet. I wonder if they'll end up giving him prednisone.
I guess FIP means feline immune something immune. I don't know. At least you have meds. That's great.
Feline immuno. I have to look it up or it's going to bug me. This is why I might go back into vet med.
Now that I brought
Oh,
it up.
no. Gosh, that's feline infectious peritonitis.
That's weird.
Immune mediated, God, words, disease in cats caused by certain strains of feline coronavirus.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it either. Peritonitis.
Well,
Which,
that's why
yeah,
they like create acronyms for a lot of these diseases.
yeah.
Like, that's just the way it is.
Well, when I first saw his comment in Discord about it, I didn't read FIP. I read FIV, and I was about to start crying for Grail because that's feline HIV.
Yeah.
I was like, nah. But then I was like, wait, because then I saw like pretty much feline COVID. I was like, oh, thank God. Yeah, no, that's a P, not a V. We're okay.
Well, I
It's
mean,
okay.
hopefully they can get over it. That'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a lifelong thing, but I think his cat's like uh, older than
Less
5. Older than 5, less than 10, from
on
what I
its eighth
remember.
life.
No, I'd say his like 6. At least as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
But
thinking about what we just discussed, I am glad I booked a vacation day for Saturday.
woo.
I am turning 34. Not looking forward to the age bit, but I am looking forward to going to a Brazilian steakhouse and eating my weight in meats.
Not what I thought you were gonna say.
What do you think I was gonna
Not
say?
not a steakhouse.
Getting a Brazilian?
I'm like, cool.
Oh boy.
Here's the being 34.
No, Brazilian steakhouse. I'm gonna eat my weight
Oh,
in meats and Brazilian rice because it is delicious. They cook it in some kind of pork fat, I think it is, and it's delicious. And then we're gonna go to my in-laws. I don't get cake. I don't like cake. So my
oh, you and my
wife's
daughter are
grandmother,
exactly the same.
makes me a key lime pie for my birthday. And
That's what my dad does.
she got sugar-free Cool Whip to like help make it.
Cool Whip.
So the key lime pie is going to be sugar-free and I can eat as much as I want, and I don't think I'm going to share.
Why are you doing? Oh, because you can't actually do the meringue.
I'm diabetic.
My heart hurts for you. That was one thing that I actually told Greg, because he was like, "Oh, I guess I'll have to get your dad's key lime pie recipe." I was like, "No, you are not making my dad's key lime pie for me for my birthday. Like, find your own dessert to make me because it's not going to be the key lime pie."
I'm a sucker for key lime pie.
I am too, but only my dad's. That's
Well,
Period.
that's the thing. Like I look forward to my
You
birthday
pouch
because
it.
I know that yeah, right.
But
I look forward to my wife's grandmother making it for me, and if she doesn't make it for me, my mother-in-law makes it for me, and it just is one of the best things I eat for my
I
birthday.
have a cousin
I
that
look forward
does
to it.
peanut butter cookies for me.
Hmm.
And I mean, I get like dozens of peanut butter cookies. I'm like, yes.
Well, my wife, my not my wife, my daughter's birthday was last week before, I can't remember,
It's been a couple
and
years, I think.
I had 2 pieces of Oreo ice cream cake. Uh, like she made it kind of like a cheesecake pan, but I had 2 pieces of that. And then I had my endocrinology appointment. My A1C is down to 5.3, which is like pre-diabetic.
Oh,
When I started, I was at like 16 something.
cherry and chocolate fudge mixed together with crushed
Oh,
nuts. Ooh. But what kind of cherries? I just had this
dragon.
just
I'm thinking about the flavor here, and that reminds me of my favorite ice cream. It is a cherry chocolate ice cream by Nix.
a cherry fudge?
That sounds good too.
Chocolate fudge. But what kind of cherries? I had this discussion with Greg the other day. So we went out for my sister's birthday on Friday.
Mm.
And so we went out for sushi, which was great. I had to give my mom like $20 because I had like 6 appetizers for myself. So red Hershey chocolates. Oh. But then we went out for ice cream. So there was cheesecake and then there was pistachio. So I was like, well, I can't just pick one. I had so much hope for that pistachio, but it tasted like maraschino cherries. And it was disgusting. I hate maraschino cherries. That's why I'm asking, like, what kind of
Are those
cherries?
the ones that are like sugared heavily? What kind are those?
They're like the
I
maraschino
listen.
or like the bright red in the jar that you put in your Shirley
Uh,
Temples. Like they're like the
I
cocktail
don't drink
cherries.
those either. I
That's all
like
I drink now when I go. Like if I go out for girls' night at the
cherry
bar,
cough
like
drops.
yeah,
Cherry cherry cough drops. I like
yeah,
those. That's the flavor I would think about if I want cherry.
that's a maraschino cherry. Okay,
Is it the
yeah,
Hall's dark red ones? Is that what
yeah.
those are?
The like the bright red ones,
No, no,
yes,
no. The dark red ones.
that's different. That's a different kind of
Mm,
cherry. But like the bright red
mm.
ones are like maraschino cherry flavored, and they're
Why do we always come back to chocolate or food? We always talk about food.
because we like food. Because we like food. We like video games. We like food.
Well, speaking of video games, I've been playing Armored Core because it was recommended to me by
Warbreaker.
Warbreaker. But that's not the only thing. I've been playing a lot of my Steam Deck lately, and I've been playing a strategy game on it. Obviously, it's on PC. They have it for Xbox, but I haven't gotten it yet on there. It is called Songs of Conquest, and it is fantastic. It's like a pixel art type of strategy game, kind of reminiscent of Heroes of Might and Magic.
Oh, okay.
You like enlist your heroes, you build up your little encampments, and you go and like take over other encampments and stuff. And it's just highly addicting. And I've been playing the hell out of it.
There's,
It's just
I was
it's very rare
really,
for me to stick into something like that. And I was like, oh, this is great, especially on the Steam Deck. It looks beautiful.
so again, my heart just gets broken because I can't play it. So there's this show that it's a Finnish show that I used to watch with my daughter when she was little. It's called
Mm.
Moomin, like Moomin. So they came out with a video game and I can't play it.
Why is it? Because
So
it's on the
it's
next
not
gen. Oh no.
And I was just like looking at games and I was like,
Oh.
yeah, it's like Snuffkins something.
Yep. A family of white roundish trolls with big snouts who star in a series of books,
Yeah.
comics by the Finnish author and illustrator Tove
They're
Jansson.
not trolls. They're hippos. Hey, it's
They are
Billy.
not hippos.
They're
I'm literally reading it. It's trolls. They're trolls. Which makes sense because Finnish are very into trolls.
I was always told that they were hippos.
I think you're wrong.
What is the topic today? Apparently me being wrong. And not being able to play a game. Yes, Snufkin Melody of Moomin Valley. But oh, it looks so cute.
They have a Moomin store in the US.
Where?
Let me look. Oh, it's in a library in the US. Where the hell is this?
It better be on the East Coast or else I'm gonna cry.
No idea.
Because there's tons in Finland and Japan.
Oh, Barnes and Noble had pop-up Moomin stuff.
I have a cookbook and I have a craft book from Moomin Valley.
Yeah. You know that the design of that character reminds me of Bone. Have you ever read that?
Mm-mm.
Bone? Okay. You're going to have to Bone. I'm going to have to figure it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've
Yeah. Just the design for the
seen it.
Moomins.
Yeah.
Like, and I loved Bone. It was like really different and unique.
So
So
what
what
are
are we
we
wrong
wrong
about
about
today?
today?
The fact that
Apparently,
Moomins are trolls.
I thought they said that they were hippos.
Who told you they were hippos?
I just remember hearing that they were hippos from somewhere. I don't remember where. But regardless,
His name is literally Moomin Troll.
nuh-uh.
I just typed in Google characters,
No
Moomin
way.
characters, Moomin Troll, 20th century Finnish literary and comic strip
Like
character,
the
a
little
white fuzzy
squishy cow
creature,
looking things. That's see.
somewhat resembling a
Yeah.
hippopotamus, somewhat resembling a hippopotamus. It's a troll. It's a troll.
The mo you know.
And you got Snuffkin.
So yeah, Xbox came out with a new game, Snufkin Melody of Moomin Valley. And I can't play it. And that's so sad.
It's okay. You'll get next gen at some point.
When I move, yeah. I refuse to believe those are trolls.
That's literally it. They're Finnish.
I know. Now that you like, once you said like it's a Finnish thing, I'm like, oh yeah, huh? I'll be happy in my delusion. We'll be a delulu together.
So, another thing. The other day, a Kickstarter that I backed had ended, and sitting at 395% successful. I'm gonna get it a Deep Rock Galactic mug. Yes. Rock and Stone.
Oh my god.
Well, they
Is it the ones that I
originally
sent you?
which ones?
The mugs. I thought I sent you the mugs on Facebook
Maybe.
or on
It,
Discord. It was one or the other.
well, they were only hoping to get $272,000 and like basically $273,000. That's how much they were looking for, and they got 1,079,000. 600
Jesus.
there are 6,536 backers for just these mugs.
My parents' movie is like ridiculously loud.
So pretty excited about that. I was hoping that
Oh no,
Warbringer would
yes,
be
you're the
on.
one that posted it in the
Oh yeah. That was
Discord.
me. Originally, they had just broke 100,000 or 100%. Now they're at 300 and like something. It's mental. I didn't even think it was gonna happen.
Well, here we are.
And I it was my birthday gift to me, so it's paid for. I just got to select the mug and wait for it to ship.
Do you know which one you're gonna get?
Yeah, the Slayer Stout edition. It's like black and
Oh.
silver, or the red and black.
Sounds
Skull
fancy.
Crusher Ale. I haven't decided.
We'll get there when the time gets closer. Oh
Yeah.
I'll be able to breathe. Is that Peter Pan's shadow? Yes, it is.
No,
I've
that's a
had him
guy
for.
flying away from boobs. What do you think it is?
Oh my god. If I had $1 for every time I heard that,
You'd have $1.
I'd have at least 50. Why would you make Peter Pan fly away from boobs? Do
Because
you
he's
have
a
actual
little
hands?
boy.
No. Yeah.
All right, so the news article that I saved for this week
Ooh.
is Warbringer or Warbreaker brought up No Rest for the Wicked, which is an indie game that's in early access right now on Steam, which is a Souls-like Diablo-esque type of game. And it's pretty decent. I don't want to play it on my Steam Deck. I've tried.
Wait, what game was
Yeah, it is No Rest for the Wicked. It was announced a while back at like an Xbox showcase, I believe. It was at one of these showcases, and that's when I was first acknowledged on it. It was on sale on Steam, yes. My issue with it, I have to
Initial
stop.
release date is April 18th, 2024. That's what.
Initial release date 2020.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 2025, isn't it? That's when it was released into early access. I hate it when they say initial release date because it's technically
like
not even finished yet.
Yeah, save 30%.
Anyways, No Rest for the Wicked dev ditches publisher to avoid creative restrictions. So, the company the developer Moon Studios revealed two huge bits of news regarding the breach update for No Rest for the Wicked and the future of the studio. No Rest for the Wicked is one of the most stunning and slick Diablo-like RPGs around, but its early access journey has been littered with potholes. The biggest being the sale of Private Division, the Take-Two owned label that was publishing the game. So, Private Division was the guy up here saying, "Hey, we will publish your game if you make it." Okay. So, like Xbox is considered a publisher. The developer makes a game, sends it to Xbox, they publish the game. So, the guy up here basically got sold off. So and so, however, after a fairly long period of silence, Moon Studios, which also created the beloved Ori series, has revealed two big bits of news. The first is that it acquired the rights to No Rest for the Wicked and is now fully independent. And the second is that its new update will be extra special and its biggest yet. Now, I'm not going to read the rest of this article because I already have. They own the rights to do whatever they want with this game now, because usually when a publisher says, "Hey, Moon Studios,"
Okay.
So what typically happens is the publisher will be like, "This is what we want from this game," and set like guidelines, and then the developer has to work within those guidelines and try and make the publisher happy. So the publisher will sell the game. Well, they don't have a publisher now, and they own the rights to the game they're making, so they can do absolutely whatever they want with it.
Is that a
which
good thing or a bad thing?
it's a double-edged sword because too ambitious and it could fail. Not ambitious, it could fail.
Ah,
It the game is pretty decent. I played quite a bit of it, but the issue is it's still in early access, and they've been changing a few things in it. And when you go in after like a month or two off, and the system has changed, you're like, oh, now I don't want to play because I don't know how this system works.
okay.
That's my biggest gripe with early access games. I have to stop myself from buying early access games because I'm tired of
Because like you have issues, so then you give it a break, but then you go back and everything's different,
yeah.
right? Okay.
Or I also have quite a few games in my Steam library that have been early access and basically have never been finished. Like they're
Oh.
just kind of dead. They haven't been updated in a few years. Like it's just buying into early access is like gambling with your money. You're paying for a product that may or may never come out.
Is that what's going on with Pal World?
Power World is an early access game. However, they've got funding from like Xbox and or whatever. I don't think it's just. I don't think.
You don't think what?
I was gonna say. I think Xbox did do something with the Power World devs because it was on Game Pass for a while, or it's still on
Yeah,
Game Pass.
the
So they have to be
preview
doing
is.
something with it. Yeah, the preview is the same thing as early access on
And
Xbox.
I know that there was like a huge update, in which case, yeah, I didn't touch it for a hot minute,
Hmm.
and then I started playing it again, and it's like, Greg and I started a whole new world
Hmm.
together. Oh my God, I don't remember leveling up um your base used to be super easy, and now it's so freaking difficult. I'm like, I don't like it here. Because even Greg was like, I don't remember having to do this at all. I'm like, I don't either. Like, I remember you had to do this and this to upgrade it, and then, as time went on, but now it's just difficult. So I'm like, I don't know. It's like they made it way too easy to start and then not at all. What? Your mic is out? Or mine?
There it is. Did I fix it?
Yes. I'm like,
Okay.
what do you mean? I was like, yours is
I
quiet too.
no, no, I got a notification on my computer that says, "Hey, your mic got disabled." I'm like, "What the hell?"
Yours did? Okay.
Um, I
Glad you.
just because I've thrown away a lot of money in the
Like the
last decade
preview.
paying for like early access because I'm like, oh, I want to play this on the ground floor. I want to get in on this, and I've been burned on it. So I really just need to stop doing that. I bought No Rest for the Wicked, and I'm just like, I tried playing it on my Steam Deck. The settings weren't the best. I've tried playing it recently, and it's still one of those things where I'm like, you know what? I can't play this on my handheld. I want to play it on the big screen. And it sucks because it's a beautiful game. Like I like the art direction, I like to play the gameplay, but I just can't do it on the handheld like that.
Yeah, I was like looking at things, but I didn't really look at pictures. Oh.
It's interesting. It's kind of like a Souls-like game,
A what?
like Dark Souls,
Oh.
Elden Ring, Souls-like. That they created that genre.
Uh, the Moina.
Yep.
Which both of those I never played.
Hmm. I never got into Dark Souls. I played quite a bit of Elden Ring.
After hearing Greg screaming and hollering at Elden Ring, I was like, I won't touch it. It's usually what I
Um,
base my my game buying on is how he reacts to things. I'm like, if he's gonna act like that during this game, I don't want to play.
No, I
There's like a
understand.
certain level that he hits that I'm like, sometimes I'm like, nah, he's just being a baby.
I the do you remember that day, the day before the zombie one that was a flop? Yeah. Oh, wait. That, do you mean the one that failed the day after it came out?
The game the day before.
Oh, I gotta look this one up now. Yeah, the day
Yeah.
before, the one that ended up being a scam. Yeah, they're in the news too, because oh yeah, looking at it, that's the one. Um,
Huh.
the day before. Oh, that sucks, buddy. Did you get a refund on it?
I bought that.
Billy says he bought that, and it
Yeah.
looked good, but that's the thing. Like trailers, haven't been quite.
I
I
did get a
good. I'm
okay.
glad. I'm glad. Um.
It was trash.
Oh yeah, for sure. Uh
That's how I felt, and I was really glad that it only came out on Game Pass. That's how I felt about Exo Primal.
I mean,
That
Exo
one,
Primal was a big company game.
it was,
Oh, it
but
was Capcom, wasn't it?
and it flopped. Greg and I played it like every day for like 3 weeks, and then it just got so monotonous because it was like 2 game modes and 3 maps. And then
The
we didn't
problem.
play it for like a week, and then we went back to it dead. We sat there for like an hour trying to find a match.
Well, the issue with a lot of the industry right now is that they're following two different trends. Well, the one trend is that they are trying to create games for a modern audience, which means that they're trying to create games for everyone. So inadvertently, they're making games for no one. Because when you make a game for anyone or everyone, then you're not making a game for someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Not every game has to appeal to you. It's not the reason why
No.
they sell. Alpha and beta access are basically the same thing, in my opinion, as far as early access. Maybe, I mean, beta, you get like Call of Duty betas where you played a game before, but you know it's coming out. That's not always the case. The second trend, so we have the writing. This sucks. They're trying to create games for everyone, not working. And the other trend is that these companies are just trying to create a live service game. And the issue is
Mm,
people are already sucked into their own live service games that they've been with for years, if that, or people just don't want to stick into a game forever. Like I'm playing Skull and Bones. I've been playing Skull and Bones since day one. That's the only live service game I repeatedly go back to season after season. Diablo is one of those games that I can play and not think about anything. That's typically a game that I like listen to my audiobooks on and then grind through a season. Game, games are ass these days, just recycled. You have no idea. And it's not even recycled. They're just trying to copy what's been successful. I mean, if you think about a lot of these live service games, they're either trying to copy Fortnite, Overwatch, uh,
yeah.
or Diablo.
I think Marvel was just a copy paste of Overwatch.
Billy, I bought Diablo twice.
Oh my god.
Here's the thing. Actually, I take that back. I bought it 3 times. And the reason why is because I bought it for my Xbox originally, and I played the hell out of it. Well, I found out that people have been playing it on their Steam Deck, and I was like, oh, I really want to play it on my Steam Deck. And at the time, this was before Microsoft owned it. And this is when they were trying to
Oh.
they were in the process of buying Blizzard. And Blizzard has had its own Battle.net Steam kind of client on PC. So on the Steam Deck, you had to download BattleNet to install Diablo to be able to play it on your Steam Deck before. So I bought it then. After Microsoft bought Blizzard and owned it, Diablo came to Steam.
So then you had to buy it again.
For convenience. The issue being is when you have to go through another client to come play on the Steam Deck, it's not always the best. Like I couldn't update Diablo through BattleNet, and so it would cause the game to stop working, and then I'd have to uninstall it to reinstall it.
That's no one wants to do that.
So it was more about the native playability. Like it was already on Steam. I bought it through Steam. I played it that way, and I've put a decent amount of hours into Diablo. I have. I mean, let's take a look. Let's see. I can bring it up. Not nearly as much as Starfield. Since our last discussion about Starfield, though, I've put another 3 days into the game time.
Oh my Lanta.
I'm at 56. I have 21 days, 22 hours into Diablo. And so let's think about it this way. I paid the $100 version before, plus 69 plus 69. So $238 around. Let's round it up to 240.
250.
240. So 21 days and 21 times 24 plus 22. So 526 hours. I'm looking at about $2.19 an hour to play that, which isn't that bad. It's not quite a dollar an hour, but that's not including the $10 I pay per season if I want to do it.
Yeah, that's one thing that Greg and I decided to get back into because we haven't really been able to play any games together. So I re-downloaded PUBG, and then he re-downloaded Fortnite. PUBG is terrible. I suck.
I prefer Fortnite.
I can't. But I also think it's a graphic thing. Because Greg's like, no, like there's somebody at like at 250, and I'm like, I don't see anything. And then next thing I know, sniped. I'm like, oh, there they are. He's like, where'd you get shot? No idea. I'm like, I don't see what. I'm like, I don't see what you see.
Well, to circle back to Diablo for a second there, the reason why I bought it 3 times was because it had cross save. So the same save I played on my Xbox was the same save I picked up on my Steam Deck.
Well, that's nice.
So for that instance, I can justify paying for a game twice. You know what I mean?
Thrice even.
Yeah, unfortunately. But as far as like paying for live service games, like I'm tired of live service games. Deep Rock Galactic is the exception because Deep Rock Galactic doesn't fight for your time. All the seasons in the game are free. Yeah. You can progress whenever you want. You can bounce between the seasons. The way they make their money are like mini microtransactions. Like they sell like a cosmetic pack for $10 every few months. Like, yeah, I'll do that. That's cool. But they've been very, very player friendly.
Yeah.
Whereas all these other games want to, they put a timer up in the corner. Oh, you have 30 days to complete this season. Like now you feel rushed. Yeah. And then you don't want to play it.
Truthfully,
that's what happened to Call of Duty for me.
Yeah. For me, the one time I ever actually put money and time and effort into a battle pass was Fortnite with the Attack on Titan characters.
I did that.
I put in work.
I did that for a character, and I can't remember who it was. Oh, it was Darth Vader.
Yeah, and see, like, Greg will
I
just
have
buy
almost all the
it.
Star Wars characters. It was
Yeah.
in the battle pass. Like the only way to get him was in the battle pass.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so
That.
you, I at the very end, like I got to like I think 50, and I was like, I can't fucking do this anymore. And I put forward the money to buy enough V-Bucks to get to the end.
Yeah.
Like, I was done.
Death.
Yes, Billy, I've played Death Stranding. That was actually a topic of conversation last episode with Warbreaker.
Oh, that one.
Because 2 is coming out soon, and it is very like heavily influenced by Metal Gear Solid. Well, not really influenced. It is Kojima, so it is Metal Gear Solid. Is she trying to hide? Did she like?
Yeah, she hides her face off the camera. I was at Grandpa.
I bought Death Stranding. Death Stranding's really good. I've bought it twice.
Who the frick is this guy?
The issue with Death Stranding, though, is it looks really good on my OLED screen on my handheld, and not so much better on the Xbox.
They could see you in the mirror, by the way.
Well, I mean, Billy, Death Stranding at the time was a PlayStation exclusive, and I one thing I do have to say about PlayStation exclusives is that they are pretty good. The issue is that they're PlayStation exclusives. Because it's just like that.
Eagles thing of the past.
It's gonna be a thing of the past, and the issue is, or the reason why, is because the rumored next Xbox is gonna be able to have Steam on it.
Right, so that's supposed to be for the Xbox that's coming out in like 2 years, right?
It's rumored 6. It's not official.
Right.
Just because they partnered doesn't mean that it's official.
I'm probably done buying consoles.
Listen, I know you work with these guys, but until we see specs, it does not exist. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Your mom's not a rumor.
It is a rumor until we have proof. Get me those specs.
Just not for you.
That's my point.
You.
That's my point. Like they've been talking about an Xbox handheld for ages, and it's still only a rumor until we have physical concrete proof that these consoles are going to do what they say. We cannot take them at full value.
Allegedly.
Doesn't mean that I'm not excited for it. Like I would love to play God of War on my next Xbox. I'd love to play Last of Us on my next Xbox. But until we get concrete proof that that is the case, you can't anticipate it.
Yes. I think it's just like a whole ordeal of like being told constantly about a thing and then being let down. GTA is a prime example of that.
And that's
a minuscule thing.
Streaming games is still not where it needs to be. 6. It is not. You can stream games, but until I can stream a game in the middle of nowhere and be able to play it as if it was fully installed, then yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And what am I talking? I know you can stream games, but until you have like 6G internet, like try playing Call of Duty, streaming it. I played Halo. I streamed Halo multiplayer, and I felt sluggish. 6, you also have to remember there are more people running 15 megabyte Wi-Fi than there are to have the highest Wi-Fi. Do you know what kind of economy we're in right now? 6?
A trash one. My thing is, like, even on that level, I even went as
6, I
far
will
as
run you over with a train. Come at me.
I had went out of my way to pay for Spectrum Internet to have like the streaming ability, like high speed internet for what? It did
I love
nothing
how
for me.
6 is like Starlink alone started a project. Yeah, Starlink, but guess what, buddy? You still have to pay for that service. And a lot of these premium services are extremely expensive and not the typical use case for a lot of these people. The common man, not so much. I love how people think everybody has money.
Nah. And I don't even pay for anything but
Because
my phone.
I'm thinking about the gamers here. Gamers will always want to have their games installed. Always. Like 35 for a month, unable to operate. Unable to operate, people. $35 a month is still expensive
That is
in
really
today's age.
expensive.
Because you also have to think about most of us pay maybe $100 a month per phone line. Oh, wait, hold on,
Yep.
6. Let me back up for a second. Some of us aren't single and have the money to do that.
Wait, what was your comment?
Yeah, you're not single anymore? Oh, wait, 6 actual. Which one is 6 actual?
Micah.
Oh, it's Micah. Never mind, Micah. I thought you were Wes. I was kidding. Sorry, bud. I owe you an apology. Still, though,
You're all popping out thinking you're talking to Western.
I mean, come at me, bro. I got a tray.
Oh my god.
Still, my point still stands. Most the issue is gamers are always like paying for these subscription fees, paying for faster internet, or the ability to stream is not a priority for a lot of us. A lot of us would rather be able to download the game and have to. I'm not talking about the internet. I mean, the issue is corporations. Of course, it is. But the ability, all these companies throttle your internet enough that you can't get it at the speeds that you would need to make streaming really viable.
Ooh, prime example. Avowed. For me,
Yes.
on the cloud. It was absolute garbage, and I was so upset about it. And I know for me, actually, it is part of the problem is the internet, because at my parents' place, it's like there's 4 phones, there's like 5 computers, iPads, my Xbox, and then the security system. It's just there's so many little things, but yeah, like my inability to play something on the cloud is so saddening.
Well, it's also like if you have a full household and you have one router, then you have maybe 3, 4, 5 people on the same router. That cuts bandwidth down per
Oh
person.
yeah.
Like there are a lot of factors into it. Like the point where we need
Mhm.
streaming to be readily accessible and extremely useful for gaming, I don't think we're there yet. We're just not.
Well, once you get into so the fact that microtransactions
The infrastructure is still being
micro
produced to be
tran
able to do it. You're right, but the infrastructure that you can successfully stream your games in is such a small area that it just not going to happen anytime soon. You're right. I'm blaming the guys that own the way for us to get internet.
the way.
But it's just like expanding our railroads. we're running trains that can easily do 180, 200 miles an hour, and they can barely go above 80 because our rail lines suck. Oh, I've seen them. It is mind blowing, but the issue is that it's costly, and right now it is there's a lot of work to get it done.
Well, the fact
Yeah,
that Battle Pass loot boxes and subscription fees are all required just to be able to play games now. Well, that's like the
that's what we were
issue.
talking about earlier, is the live service games being a thing. It's just the two biggest issues in our industry right now is companies trying to make games for a modern audience, i.e. Veilguard and Concord. Like, Veilguard just went free on PS Plus, and I was looking at the numbers, and there was an article about it not being, like, nobody's playing it. Despite being free on PlayStation, there's not enough people playing it to have made it successful.
Mm.
And that sucks, because the game's not even a year old. It released in October.
Oh.
And it's already free on a subscription service to own and keep. Like, you pay for PS Plus, and if it is a free game, you add it to your library and you get to keep it. Like,
it's not like other places.
It was just like Xbox Live Gold.
Gotcha.
Essentially.
Okay.
So not there. It's just not. Nobody wants to play something that's made for everybody. When you make a game for everybody, you make a game for no one.
Yeah. It's a pretty
Concord was the
statement.
same way. Concord was the same way. PlayStation released it. It did not sell. It didn't sell. Like, the game tanked in less than a week.
Dun dun dun.
I vaguely remember what Larian said. What is, you can't expect. Okay, let's do. I'm putting this up. You can't expect for your consumers to care about a game if you don't care about the game first. That is exactly right.
I stopped playing free-to-play games. It depends on the game, but that's the other crappy part.
I don't even know if I have a free-to-play game I do play. Because here's the thing. Even Fortnite, which is a free-to-play game, I paid for back in the day. Because originally it was supposed to be a zombie survival type of game.
Oh, well, that's
yeah,
not how it is.
And I bought into like the Kickstarter project for it.
And now here we are.
The issue with Destiny 2 is it wasn't free to play when it came out, and I bought into that. Because I loved Destiny 1. And since post launch, they have made the base game for Destiny 2 free, and then you pay for the expansions, which is shit. They did the same thing for The Sims 4.
Yeah.
Base game for The Sims 4 everywhere is free, and now you have to pay almost $1,200 to have all the expansion packs for the game. I know from experience.
Not that you would know.
Let me make the bad decisions to tell you they're bad decisions.
See, and I even had this conversation with my daughter the other day about, like,
I was always a fan of Iron Banner. I'd always come back for Iron Banner.
With Apple products. I love my Apple products. I have my phone, I got my Mac, I got my iPad, my watch, everything. But I haven't lost any of my stuff because of it, which is great. But she's like, why do you have to pay for more storage? Why do you have to pay for Apple Music? Why do you have to pay for this? And I'm like, microtransactions, kid. That's just how the world works. If you want it bad enough, you'll pay for it.
Well, I mean, my iPhone and my iPad are the only Apple products I still have. I mean, we have Apple Music, I think, roped into our like phone plan. And I use, thanks for coming out, 6. I'm sorry for calling you Wes. We may be done by the time you get back, but
Yeah.
I appreciate you. And I'm sorry for calling you Wes. Fuck Wes.
We love him too, but F that guy.
Tell him I say that. Later, Wes. I love it, love it, love it, love it.
Oh, jeez.
I can't live without Apple Music.
Good.
I can't. Like, Apple Music is the one thing I can't live without.
Really? See,
Yeah, I use it so much. Because, like, if I
I'm a
hear a
Spotify
band I want to
girl.
listen to, I can go all over the place and I can just download it to my library and not have to worry about it.
I'm a Spotify girl. You can't break me of it.
See, I never got into Spotify in the first place, so I can't say otherwise. Our podcast is on Spotify.
I know.
I
keep forgetting
look
about
at
that.
the 2 views on it.
I know. I keep forgetting about it because I'm like, okay, just put it on in the background, turn it up, turn it all the way down.
I yeah. So that's our biggest rant for today, I think. Microtransactions suck. Live service games suck. Me and my buddies were talking about how. Let me actually bring it up because somebody said it. He said it seemed one of my buddies from work. He said it seems like a lot of these games you gotta have low expectations for lately, and that's shitty. Like,
yeah, we shouldn't have to feel like, oh, like okay, the state of gaming in general.
Yeah.
It's especially depending on the franchise.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be taking a risk here in a few days because next week, a game comes out on Game Pass. Despite that, I am going to be buying it because I feel this is my thing. I feel like if it's a game that interests me, I don't like having to utilize Game Pass to play a game that I'm looking forward to. Which, I mean, I should want to use Game Pass to play a game that I'm looking forward to, but I also like the idea of ownership. I use Game Pass to play games I'm iffy about.
Yeah. Because at least
So,
in your head, it's like, okay, I'm not losing money out of it.
but the game I am getting is next week because my in-laws always give me like an Xbox gift card around the holidays, and my birthday is on Saturday. So I am going to be getting Atomfall, which is. Are you going to look it up?
ATOM?
ATOM, yes. Thanks, Billy. I feel really old. Atomfall is supposed to be kind of like a British Fallout BioShock kind of game.
I see that with the telephone booth.
Well, I mean, it takes place over there, so yeah, I would hope so.
I know, that's why I'm like, oh.
I still feel old, Billy. It's not going to change. Atomfall looks good, and I would hate myself for not getting it if I wanted it. Like, I bought Atomic Heart recently because it was on sale. And that was definitely one that was on Game Pass. And I know a lot of people played it on Game Pass. And I was one of those guys like, I want to own it because I like the premise.
Yeah.
And as far as owning games like that, even if I don't like the game, I like the concept of me supporting a genre I appreciate. Sci-fi.
Yeah.
I'm a huge sci-fi guy. So in all regards, like I'm looking forward to Atomfall, and I'm kind of in this video game depression type of thing right now where I'm just playing games to pass the time until I get into something I really want to play.
I've just been reading because it sucks being in this position for me. Like I can't play anything new.
Hmm.
It sucks because I'm like, okay, like kind of got into a little squabble with Greg about it because I'm like, I get it. Like you want to play all these new games. I'm like, but now we don't get to hang out, and it sucks.
Hmm.
I'm like,
Like I
I'm just sitting here reading, which is fine, but I'm like, I don't have any. It was just a conversation about quality time. I'm like, I don't get to have that anymore.
yeah, and I I played I played Avowed for like I have 2 or 3 days worth of game time into Avowed. And I like Avowed. It's just not what I'm feeling. And so like
Yeah.
I got like halfway through it. I'm like, I gotta put this down because I can't I'm not I'm not looking forward to finishing this. Like not in the sense that I want to stay in the game, but for people that were wanting this game, I wasn't because I know Obsidian's pedigree, but most people were like, "Oh, we want like a new Skyrim." Well, Obsidian games are kind of like open zones, not open worlds,
World.
and
Yeah.
they're more designed to keep the narrative moving. Whereas like Skyrim or Starfield or Fallout, you can indefinitely play that game and never touch the main storyline. Like
It's more like
Avowed's games
Fable, not
make
Skyrim.
yeah, yeah. So you have to continue progress through the story. Like that's the
Yeah.
thing, or else you're not getting to the next zone. And I'm not saying that's bad. Like Outer Worlds is one of my favorite games, and it's open zone. Absolutely loved Outer Worlds, but Avowed just didn't hit the same notes for me,
Yeah.
and it sucks because the game's good. The combat was fantastic, but the story just kind of seemed bland to me.
Yeah. It seemed like a really fun game to me, but I'm also very
I'm
simple.
I would still recommend it to people.
I know, but I'm just like,
But as somebody who's read like a lot of fantasy genre books, like read all the Lord of the Rings, like read Aragon, read all these books, played all these games, seen all the movies, like Avowed story just kind of seems overdone.
mm, that makes sense.
Like it wasn't breaking the wheel. Funny using that as a Pillars of Eternity term. It it wasn't doing anything different that we haven't seen before.
Ah,
And
but it
so
was
I was
something
like,
new.
it was, and it's just one of those things from like I'll pick it up later on down the road and continue playing it again. But as for right now, like it's not what I want. I've been playing Starfield for the last 2 weeks because I just Starfield's my video game depression game. It's the one I play when I
Yeah.
have nothing better to play or nothing else I want to play. And
See, and
so,
that was Call of Duty for me up until recently when like our like my small group of friends that I'd made
mhm.
this year like started playing together. Otherwise, I was totally content just playing by myself, and I'm like, well, now this isn't fun.
Well, it's typically a single player game. That's my depression game. Like it's also been The Sims 4 lately because I've just been. It's like what I've said before about The Sims 4 is I like playing The Sims 4 because it gives me a feeling of accomplishment that I'm not having in the
In real
immediate
life.
moment. And it's not that I'm not successful. It's just that like in The Sims, it's tangible. I see it.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
waiting for Atom Fall. That's going to be the next game I really dive into. I've been playing Armored Core, but that's because it was recommended to me and it's not gripping me the way I was hoping.
Yeah,
But
the struggle.
really want to play Songs of Conquest right now. That's the only game that I have right now that I'm thinking about when I'm not playing it.
I'm trying to.
You know what I mean?
Okay, that one. I was like, I know we just talked about it.
Yeah, that's the one I keep thinking about when I'm not playing it. Like I play it a lot at work on my Steam Deck while I'm waiting for stuff to do. And it's turn-based, so I finish a turn, I get up, go to the bathroom, come back, keep playing. Like that's the kind of game it is.
Yeah.
And
Well, and even Grail said too, like just doing racing games, and I'm like, I would, but I can't.
the only racing game I'd get into is Star Wars Racer.
Oh God. No, there was
That
one time I was
that's a
playing.
game worth the $14.
There was a game. There was the zombies on the last Call of Duty where it was like DMZ, where you had like
Mhm.
specific tasks you needed to do. I couldn't passenger princess my way through killing 10 zombies with a vehicle. It took me 20 minutes to kill 10 zombies with a freaking vehicle.
That's
I don't
terrible.
drive. I'm passenger princess in real life and in video games. Like I just don't.
My wife typically drives if we go anywhere together.
Oh, I have to drive in, yeah, or else my anxiety is terrible. But I'd like to be the passenger. Maybe that's why I'm a passenger princess in video games, because I can't be in real life because my anxiety.
Driving, I refunded Wreckfest because it wasn't what I wanted.
You did?
Wreckfest 2 is coming out though. Yeah, I just couldn't get into Wreckfest, and I wasn't like, it was still within the refund period. I'm like, I'd rather buy something else.
Dang.
I'm not into racing games in general, which is
Yeah, I'm
a
really
shame because I miss Need for Speed Underground 2. That's the game I really liked. Or Midnight Club 3, the dub edition on my PSP.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
cool.
On Wreckfest?
That's
I'm
nice.
sure he did it on Wreckfest.
It just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I,
I've seen him
I'm
play it a
think-
couple times. It looks pretty fun, but I'm like, it just looks fun to watch for me.
that seems like something I'd rather do in real life.
Maybe one day.
Oh, Wreckfest was free for PS5. See, I had it on Xbox, and that's why I refunded it. Like, it wasn't it I wasn't gonna play it. It wasn't worth my money, I think, to me. Not saying it's bad. It wasn't for me. I'm looking at Xbox has a new game out on Game Pass. I was looking forward to because it's on my Steam wish list. It is called One Lonely Outpost, and it is kind of like a sci-fi Stardew Valley.
Why'd you have to say it like that?
Because that's what it is. Are you looking it up now?
Oh,
It's on Game Pass.
I doubt I can play it.
It's
Oh, maybe. Came out
it's not
2022.
it's not just let's see. It says X and S optimized. It doesn't mean that that's the only place you can play it.
Cloud gaming. So I can play it. It would have to be through the cloud, which
Optimized for Xbox Series X and S. Features, yeah. Yeah, it looks, I mean, it might be worth a shot. That looks like a game that would be good streaming it or cloud gaming it.
I've been,
because it's not requiring a lot.
yeah.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh my god.
No, it has an Xbox One version.
Well, I have to restart my Xbox. It wasn't connecting to the internet.
Yeah, down here at the bottom, when I look at One Lonely Outpost, it says Xbox
At
Series
the bottom
X and S,
left.
Xbox One, and PC. Yeah, so it's out
And
for.
that's what I keep
It's out for
telling
you.
Greg to look at. But he don't
I don't have to
listen
think about
me.
that typically.
I know. But I always every time he's like, "Well, what game do you want?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know. Whatever's gonna work."
Yeah, right.
Like scroll down a couple times and.
So let's look at a few of the games coming out. I'm looking at the upcoming games. We'll end the episode on this. I think we should start doing that anyways. Assassin's Creed Shadows comes out on the
Ugh.
20th. So in 2 days. Rumor is it's coming to Game Pass. I saw a post recently where a lot of Ubisoft games were potentially coming to Game Pass, which would make sense considering that Ubisoft has been having issues. So if it comes to Game Pass, maybe I'll download it. It is not worth my $70 to $90 to play it right off the bat.
Jesus.
Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, the complete edition's coming out
Oh, Jesus.
for Xbox. That's an old game. They have Bleach, Rebirth of Souls coming out. Adamfall comes out on the 24th. I'm getting the deluxe edition. That's the one I want to play. That's the first one in the lineup coming up that I really want to play. The first Berserker Kazan, it looks interesting. That will be one that I get on sale at some point in the future. South of Midnight, believe it or not, I was talking to Ken about this, and I like the art style for South of Midnight. It has like that southern feel to it. The premium edition for South of Midnight, yeah, I agree, Billy. It is a cool concept, and the premium edition is $50. $50 for a smaller game. That I can dig. That's one I may play on Game Pass. And then wait for it to go on sale if I like it to buy it. Because I like to own the games I like. How was the Kazan demo, Draven? Is it something that I should look into? Just let me know.
Yeah.
Expedition 33 is coming out next month. That's been big. It's been not too bad. All right, so I'll keep that in mind. It's already on my radar before. Very Souls-like. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 comes out April 24th. That was at the showcases before. But so far for me, Adamfall is what I really want to play, and Doom the Dark Ages. I will be getting the premium edition of Doom the Dark Ages. That's one game I will throw all the money that I have at. Because I've played all the Doom games and I absolutely love them.
Doom.
I'm not yeah, definitely Doom. Exactly. Like there are a few games that deserve that with a pedigree that I think deserve the money. Oh shit. That's new. Okay. So another one, Roadcraft. If you like Mud Runners, I'm not a big Mud Runners guy, but I know Wes is because Wes is weird. They have a game. The Mud Runner developers, Roadcraft. Yes, you and I are gonna have to play that because it's multiplayer and we can build roads and shit. Yeah. I don't want to get a wheel. I'm lazy. But as far as like looking at it, like the concept, the micromanaging bit is what appeals to me. That's what I like. That's on my list. Again, what were you gonna say?
Fingers crossed. Monster Hunter Rise is leaving Game Pass.
Monster Hunter Rise is leaving Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
So
I really hope it's one that Greg got me, but if it's telling me that, I don't think it is.
We'll figure it out. There is a game that I really liked on my DS that I actually went back and replayed. It was called Fantasy Life, and you played like you could go into like different career paths, like blacksmith, woodcutter, stuff like that. Like there's a story and shit. Well, they're bringing the next Fantasy Life game, Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time. The girl who steals time is coming to Xbox. That's one that's on my radar. It comes out in May 21st, and I loved the original, the first one. So I'm like, that looks good to me. Blades of Fire is another interesting game that I've seen. You basically craft your own weapons in this fantasy type of game, and it looks very Souls-like, but the concept of crafting your weapons and fighting with them is pretty cool. And it's $53.99. It's already 10% off. Elden Ring's Night Rain Deluxe Edition. I still don't even have Shadow of the Air Tree, so I'll wait for that to go on sale. Now, I'm not a Metal Gear Solid fan, but that comes out in October.
What is it?
So Metal Gear Solid
Oh.
Delta Snake Eater. Like that for all those Metal Gear Solid fan guys, good for you. Like I'm happy you guys are getting a new game. It's just not for me. And the last game that is on my radar, because I've been going through like the big name ones. Oh, they have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 coming out.
I know.
Not a skateboard guy, so it wasn't on my radar either. Hell is Us is another one that has been on my radar. So there's very few games this year that I'm actively looking forward to. Those I can count. Are you looking at Hell is Us?
Yeah.
So the only ones I'm really interested in getting day one is Adamfall, Doom: The Dark Ages, Roadcraft, Fantasy Life, Blades of Fire, and Hell is Us. So what, 6 games?
Solid.
Yeah, solid. And they're all single player games. That's the other thing. Except for Roadcraft. Roadcraft is definitely a multiplayer game if you want it to be.
Yeah.
And I just it's just getting too much to keep buying every game that looks good to me, because I've kept doing that, and now I'm like, well, I tried playing this.
And I'm on the opposite, where I'm too scared to buy something to try something new and hate it.
That's I've done my share of buying shit and not liking it because I just didn't like it.
A lot of it is like the platform games. I'm like, do I want to buy it? No, because they're just
now.
Not
I will still always buy games on sale, even if I don't have any intentions of playing it.
You're preaching to the choir.
Like when a game that I've wanted to play like 6 years back is on sale for $4.99. Yeah, toss that in the cart. Like I can justify paying a cup of coffee for a game that I may or may not play. But when it comes out
about that the other day.
Oh yeah.
It was like this person on the computer is like, this one game is like 1999. He's ew, absolutely not. Game that's originally 40 on sale 50% off for 1999. He's like, add to cart. Like, ouch.
Yeah, I do that a lot on Steam. Steam has really good sales. And what I do a lot of times is I'll buy the game on Steam, play it on my Steam Deck, and then realize I want to play it on my Xbox because I like it. And then I'll wait for it to go on sale on my Xbox, which is what's happening with Songs of Conquest. I would have bought Songs of Conquest for my Xbox already if it had the DLC.
Fair.
But well, we've lasted a lot longer than I was expecting. Hour and 24 minutes. Time to start calling it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the Giga Geeks podcast. I appreciate you guys for coming out and saying hi. I know that we say some pretty stupid shit on here, but I still appreciate each and every one of you guys to come out and listen to us bullshit.
Yep.
If you like listening to us, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like to want to be on the show, please hit me up. You can see me on Discord, YouTube, Twitter, or anywhere else you can find me. My name's the same everywhere. How about you, Panda? Can they find you anywhere?
Twitch, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, DC the Trash Panda.
What the fuck is Threads?
It's basically Twitter attached to Instagram.
That's disgusting. Why would I want that?
So it's like meta Twitter, or meta Twitter. It's just another thing to add to the list of things to post on.
Oh, I don't even post. Like,
I know.
This is it. This is gonna be it. It's gonna go on. Yeah, it's gonna go on my channel. Watch it later.
The end.
That's it. But all right, guys. Thank you so much for coming out. I'm
Thanks,
to end the
guys.
stream. Have a good night.